Hello everyone, welcome back to Xuan Ky Automation YouTube channel. Today I intend to configuration the Mosquitto broker for uh, IoT Siemens IoT 2050, and my presentation today is show you how to set up, install Mosquitto for IoT 2050 and configuration of MQTT port, and that we can access many kind of communications like MQTT, MQTTS, or LLTLS, and port 8083 WebSockets with SSL certificate, and port 8080 WebSocket. So we will use WebSocket to send data to MQTT. So it means that WebSocket will send data to MQTT broker by website. So we can go to the next. Sorry. So with the proper configurations, we can open any MQTT clients, and we can enable and access MQTT brokers. For example, I already configuration. I open MQTT. You see IP address of, I open the main page. Okay, IP address of MQTT broker is 192.168.200. When I open MQTT client, I can test and access on the port communication like this. So IP address. I also have a configuration username and password as well. Xuan Ky automation. IP address 200. Okay, in port configuration, let's see. Let's see the port configuration. Okay, 188.3.88.83.80 WebSocket and WebSocket HTTPS and 8083. Okay, so we can try now. IoT 2050 already power on and connected to Wi-Fi router. So we can see IoT 2050 over here, and it's still connected to Wi-Fi routers. And I also have a Raspberry Pi connect to router as well. And my PC connected to IP address 65. I set up the IoT 2050 is the static IP address. Okay, let's try the tests. So we configure IP address and IoT 050 and set up username and password and port 1883 and with MQTT. This is normal communications. MQTT, we click connect and we see the connect fails. What problem with this? So we check the automation username and passwords. Okay, look like username or password is wrong. Let's try. Yeah, okay. I need to rename password, username, passwords here. Auto. automation. Passwords. Password is okay. So we can remember the IP address and username. So when I access the mm, let me see, stop it. The username and passwords with MQTTs is connected. So when I need and I change the MQTT add with certificate, SSL certificate, and port we need to change 8883 connect. We see connect successful, right? And I change another connections, and I change to WebSocket communications and port 8084 808080, and this is WebSocket communication with non-SSL and connect successful, right? And I also try to change communication WebSocket with SSL certificate, SSL certificates, and 808383. So let me check. 8083. Yeah, 8083. So connect with WebSocket with LOS. Yeah, connect successful. So we confirm that on communications with MQTT brokers. Okay, here's MQTT brokers. Communication between MQTT broker to another MQTT client is successful with all the communication on the port like MQTT, MQTTS, WebSockets, LLS, and WebSockets. So how can we do like this? So the first time we need to go to the step for installations. So installation Mosquitto server, we use command sudo update. Okay, we update the some packets inside the IoT 2050 Siemens, and then we install Mosquitto with this command. So this file I will send to my video clip, so you can download and read it and use it. And verify Mosquitto service enable running using command. So what I'm doing, because I already installed on Mosquitto, so I don't do anything more. I will copy on the links to mm, my page. You can download it. So for installation, so you can easily see in my YouTube channel. Then this sudo install is named Mosquitto and state system controls Mosquitto. This one look like two signs. We need to enter like this. Step 2, we need to setting authentications like username and passwords. We use commands, password automations, and then create Mosquitto configuration running following commands. And you see the command is create authentication configurations. So in this file, we need to enter the password. So I can show you the location of the file. Open remote computer. And 200 and a username root. Enter. Okay. Now we enter already inside. We go to root file. Okay, go to etc. Go to Mosquitto. Yeah. Go to config this. So this is the some configuration file. So let me try to read it from here. Yeah, you can see the configuration file over here. I create 4 configuration file. So I separate authentication SSL WebSockets and WebSocket SSL separate space. So you can see from here. Okay. For WebSocket configuration, we protocol WebSocket. For SSL certificates, I use that listener port 883 and some configurations. So WebSocket configuration SSL, yeah, port protocol WebSocket and link of certificate. So the link of certificate, we need to be back a little bit. Like certificate is in this folder. So we can see this how to create certificate. I will show you later. The certificate will store inside Mosquitto. So we continue with this. Okay, setting authentication complete. After configuration, username and password, use the command to reset Mosquitto. And one of the more important is reconfiguration DOS and SSL. According to me, I create one folders inside root folders of Siemens IOT 2050. This folder with temporary restore on the certificate. So I use some command below to create certificate. So after creation the first certificate, and I copy, I copy, let's move, copy certificate to a set folders in Mosquitto. I use remote desktop and copy and paste only. Copy and paste for certificate. And according to sometime if you SSL, we can create client certificate. So that example in Mosquitto, in the MQTT client, you can see if we use secure SSL, it means that client should have the certificates from server. So server will create the client. It allows client can access the server. Without certificate, client cannot access. So it's you secure SSL. So you this so you need to enter the certificate, client certificate. So with this certificates, the client can access the brokers. Let me see. Try to use because we need to enable configuration file. So we're not configuration. That's so in this configurations, I do configuration. It's also command, and then we enter the values. Sorry, this enter the values of some file. I will show you the detail of the file later. Example here. In Mosquitto, we have the Mosquitto configuration, and folder config D is to contain all the configuration and certificates for SSL. An example in configuration D, we have authentication SSL WebSocket and WebSocket SSL certificate. So it is important step. We need to enable Mosquitto can access certificates folders. So we need to do sudo cron most. It means that enable Mosquitto access the certificate folders. Yeah, certificate and config D. So what file inside Mosquitto configuration? In Mosquitto configuration, I have only very less line inside. I link the include there etc Mosquitto config D because config D contain on the configurations. Config D here. Yeah. Config D is contained on configuration folders. File. So in the Mosquitto not long in because I separate. So in the authentication we have listener and password link. And what is the install WebSocket configurations? This is non-SSL and this one WebSocket SSL. But SSL we have a certificate, and if you require a client certificate, you need to enable required certificate too. And restart Mosquitto after configurations. So doing this, you can get the configuration Mosquitto for IoT 2050. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for your watching. I mm, I will upload this file to my YouTube channel so you can read and know how to configurations of the IoT 2050 with Mosquitto configurations.